Why aren't you making your first 500 million? Today I'm going to teach you guys how to get laid by your next 100 women. I'm going to teach you how to get a body so insane that the world is going to be shocked. I'm going to teach you how to look like a freaking China monster. I'm going to teach you how to be an alpha male. I'm going to teach you how to dominate the world around you through toxic masculinity. So, based on my thumbnail, you guys probably thought that's probably what this whole video is going to be about. And that is what 90% of content I see is these days. That's pretty much 90% of it. It's some dude standing in front of a whiteboard with, who looks like he's hopped up on Tren or some sorts of steroids, and he's telling you, he's giving you a no bullshit guide to achieving everything in life. And let me spoil something for you. It's gonna hurt, but it's the truth. The reason that a lot of these people watch these videos is not because they're actually trying to get something out of it, but it's because they have a feeling of emptiness so deep, so powerful, that they feel like the only thing that they can do is consume this type of content from these people that call themselves supposed alpha males, not to better themselves, but to fill that void of emptiness, to feel like they're actually getting somewhere when they're really not. When they surround themselves with these videos of what people are calling themselves alphas, people feel better about themselves when they watch it in that moment. It's like pleasure, but you're not actually getting anything out of it. You're not actually learning about yourself and the world around you. So now I'm going to give you a true no bullshit guide to attaining your alter ego and unleashing your inner badass. What it all comes down to is finding out what makes you unique and different. Finding out what type of a person you were when you were a child. Finding out your childlike curiosities, the things that you were naturally good at, the things that you were naturally accustomed to doing more often. That could be writing. That could be you're always good with words, and how that applies to your modern life, how you can apply that in the future. That is unleashing your true badass. It's not through going out and sleeping with 30 plus women. There's nothing impressive about that. It's not by acting aggressive and pushing people around. And it's certainly not by going on the internet and posting a bunch of videos about why you are alpha and the rest of the world is full of betas. I saw a video the other day. It was a dude, he was telling everybody, if you are not benching 315 pounds, you're not a man. But in my definition, a man is somebody who can serve his family, who can serve the world around him, and who's willing to put his life at risk for the improvement of society. Or if he's willing to put his life at risk to save a loved one. That is what I define as a true man. You can bench all the weight in the world. You can have as much money as you want. You can look as attractive and ripped as you want. But if you can't save somebody when the time is necessary, if you can't stand up to somebody, if you aren't there for your loved ones, then in my opinion, and based on my definition of what manliness is, you are not a true man. Masculinity is not about going out and acting all tough. It's not about going out and pulling out a whiteboard and writing down a bunch of things about a checklist of how to become an alpha male. It's about actually finding out what makes you unique, finding out when you were a child, what were you naturally good at, learning about yourself, learning about what separates you from everybody in the world. What are those talents, those things that you love to do that you never expressed in society because you felt like the world was going to judge you? That is what being a true alpha or a true man comes down to. From now on, when you go through the internet and you see all these videos, no bullshit guide, conquer the world, no bullshit guide, become an absolute badass, disregard that and focus on yourself. By watching these videos, you're actually giving more attention to these other people. You're actually focusing more on these other people than your own self. You use these people as a source to feel better about yourself because you feel an emptiness, a void in your life. If you actually want to get ahead in your life, I'm not giving you some sort of a no bullshit guide, become alpha, but legitimately, if you want to become a true man, find out what makes you unique. Find out what your passion is in your life and the reason why you're living is. Find out what your why is, and then serve the world around you throughout what that why is. It could be writing. So maybe you are into writing. You can write books about whatever it is. Maybe you had struggles in your past with, I don't know, bullying. So then you write books about what it's like to be bullied or how you can stand up to bullies so that you serve the world around you through whatever your passion is. That is what manliness is, putting your time on the line, sacrificing a lot of your time of your life, to serve the world around you, to be a better person, to find out what makes you stand out in the world. Not to get as much money as you want and to buy as many cars as you want, but to have an inner sense of purpose deep down. And that is why all these alpha males out here in this world, or the people that call themselves alpha males, are not truly alphas. A real man has a deep sense of purpose and that is willing to serve the world around him and his family.